So yeah, the meme was no punching. The meme was somebody coming back to 2020 and the person saying, "What are you eating?" And he was like, "Garlic bread." He was like, "Garlic bread 1 or 2?" That shit had me down for some reason. Go.
Yeah, so that was like a Lucy he put out like after White Iverson and August 26th, but before his first album. I forgot what his first album was called.
I don't know. I've never listened to one of his albums ever.
Post Malone. But nah, Boy Band is his fucking best song. If I look at his disc, does Post Malone have a daughter? Why is that the first thing that comes up? Google be like trying to intrude on people's lives, bro, truthfully.
Why?
What's his...
Why were you so interested in it, nigga? You should have done right away. What the fuck?
Oh, it's called Stony. There we go.
Nah,
that was his first album.
Look,
I've never heard a Post Malone album all the way through. I didn't even know he had a new one. Hollywood's Bleeding.
What's crazy is that nigga be doing numbers too, and nobody like.
Oh nah, he be
numbers.
putting up crazy numbers. Yeah, I
remember
seeing him when he only had one song, like that White Iverson shit.
White Iverson was fire though.
Yeah, and then he went to a show and he did that song like 3 times.
Y'all
right?
niggas went to that shit.
Yeah, it was me and your brother, and there was this shirtless dude. It was like Black Rob, and he just stood on the top of the stage. Like, you probably know what I'm talking about. He's got the gut that goes over his shoulders.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
he keep the gun under there. Like
that shit.
Mm-hmm. He was there for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I bet like that's one of the stories we'll get in like 20 years. Like, you know, when he overdoses
that guy
on fucking
is actually pretty
Red Velvet
popular.
Cake. Yeah.
For nothing. I don't really know him for what he like. What he's known for. I'm telling you, I don't really know, but like people fuck with him on social media.
When he ODs on bonbons, we'll find out his true story.
All right, just to intro everybody on this. We just said fuck the intro. We're going straight into 2021 with the bullshit. This is Telatalk season 12, episode 9. This is the season finale because we didn't get to do the Christmas special. So
I wanted to see how far I could get just talking bullshit before we said the episode name and title.
I had to, because if not, you would have went the whole fucking episode out doing that shit.
I would have kept going. I was like, yo, so did you know that he has a cameo in Spider-Man?
And also, the topic that we were just talking about was the intro to this episode, which was Post Malone Boy Bands.
Yeah, classic.
Which is ironically a song that we both enjoy a lot, but I feel like a lot of people do not enjoy. Well, a lot of people don't enjoy even as much as we do.
Don't know about, because like that's probably my favorite Post Malone song, and it's not on any album. It's not like one of his big shits like Die Young or White Iverson. Let me ask you something.
Alright, this is about to be bullshit.
What do you mean?
Oh, top to this bullshit. Let me ask you something. Let's go. Come on.
Home Alone is a Christmas movie, right?
Yeah.
It might be one of the greatest. It might be one of the best Christmas movies.
Oh, no, my nigga. If you want to have that conversation, Home Alone is the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
Thank you.
I agree with you there, 100%.
Yeah.
Number 2 is super fire, too.
I like 3 more than 2.
I've never watched 3.
3 is just basically 1 again.
Oh, no. I like number 2 because I like a lot of the shots in New York and stuff like that.
Nah, I don't like that bullshit about him running around. Like, bro, go home.
Well, I do understand that him running around Central Park, Dolly, one of these niggas snatch your ass up, especially in the 90s.
Yeah, if Home Alone 2 was directed by Quentin Tarantino, he would have got bopped in the headpiece.
He would have got killed in the beginning of the movie, and then they explain it throughout the movie going backwards.
Oh, that'd be kind of fire. No, we have to do
isn't that just Reservoir Dogs?
Low key. We have to start doing realistic movie endings. This nigga spoil Reservoir Dogs and Home Alone 2. Two movies are like 30 years old.
Well, one, he doesn't die Home Alone 2. 2, Reservoir Dogs, I feel like if you know how it's going to be, like how it's going to start, then it kind of ruins it.
You know the ending 2 minutes in.
Not even, like 30 seconds in that shit.
Yeah. Well, I think it opens with, oh my god, I'm not going to fucking make it. Mr.
That's
Pink,
exactly
Mr.
how it
Pink.
opens. That's exactly how it opens. Exactly how it opens.
I think we have to start doing realistic movie endings to movies that shouldn't have ended that way. Like in Dear John, he shouldn't be such a fucking pussy.
I don't know.
Right?
I've never heard of that movie.
You ever seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
He should have gone to like a mental institution.
What's the point of the creativity there then? Like, if you're just gonna give me reality.
Bro, because look, that's not how the world works. Like, stop giving me shit that's like super, 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 super niche and everything. Like, somebody would have looked at Forrest Gump and be like, "Yo, you're not okay in the fucking head, bro. You need to like maybe try some medication." Somebody would have put Forrest on medication.
Him getting AIDS at the end wasn't enough for you. Also, another spoiler for who has that movie.
All right, bet. So, does his kid have AIDS? Does his kid have AIDS?
But I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how that works. I think there's a higher probability of it, but I don't think he does. So I don't know. Or did
That'd
they
be kind of
have a
fucked
kid?
up. Yeah, he has a kid. That's his son at the end.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Super
That
spoiler.
is true. That's a really super spoiler because I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, because like that's kind of foul of Jenny. It was like, "Yo, I know I got this shit, nut in me," and then here's some AIDS.
If you really want to
now...
like read some think pieces about what people think about that lady in that movie, niggas hate that lady.
No, they really do hate that lady.
OD, bro.
But then they ask them if they would ever be romantically involved with someone who's like autistic or something like that. But I promise you, they say no.
I mean,
I promise you.
But
wait, no. Movies that need like the ending or plot change, shit like that. Mm-hmm. What else? Fucking.
Yeah, but then don't listen to any hip hop music then.
What do you mean?
These niggas ain't killing and selling bricks.
Yeah, I don't care because.
Oh, you didn't see that turn because this nigga got quiet there.
Because it's like super super fantasy. Like I can understand if I'm watching a movie like Avatar, like that's never ever 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 happening. Just like a lot of this rap music's never ever ever happening.
I guess I don't know. Like I mean, maybe you just look for truth in movies or some shit like that.
I think
that's the case. Watch the documentaries, nigga.
Yo, fucking documentaries. I think that music is more like Star Wars.
And then WWE, nigga.
And then movies, real movies like real cinema is more like fucking not music. It's like real life. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just woke up from the illest fat nap.
This is the loopy nap waking up in the 2020 or 2021 right here, nigga. This nigga's in 2023.
It was like, yo, I'm only gonna lay down for like 30. You wake up and it's been like an hour and a half.
I'm not gonna hold you. Stevenson sent me a pretty funny meme the other day. Another punch in. I guess this is a perfect transition of going into what AB Dash got for Christmas, and it obviously wasn't a new laptop.
Wait,
my nigga.
do you think if I asked Stevenson how much he paid for his house, he would tell me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He wouldn't have a problem telling you that at all. He would just assume that you're looking to buy a home, and then I will get as then what's the word that I'm looking for here? Damn, what's the word I'm looking for here?
What?
Come on. Damn, it's the same way you felt when you found out what I fucking got for Christmas. And I told you that I got a care package, and then you were like, "Where's my care package at?"
You were about to ask me where's my house?
No. The thing, I would just assume that you signed a side deal. To get
I was like, yo. Look, I've been emailing Mike from Tidal.
Hey, by the way, there's about to be a big move going on with Tidal and Cash App really soon.
Is that for real?
Yeah, that's a deal that they're actually in the works of doing.
Honestly, like Ho could sell that shit for like 40 beans and he make a profit.
I mean, he's already made his profit back. Remember when they sold that 10% to fucking Sprint? He made his.
How much they sell 10% to Sprint for?
200 million.
Oh yeah.
They bought that shit for less than that.
They bought it for 56.
Yeah, like
what a fucking flip.
OD, nigga. You turn a piece of the flip to an even bigger flip, and then I think like rumored is supposed to be like Cash App is supposed to buy that shit for like $2 to $3 billion.
Nah. Hov needs to be stopped.
Let him keep going.
He needs to be stopped. I'm about to start again about like, yo, why does Hov need all that money for?
I'm telling you right now, if anybody ever wants to see all of somebody's words manifest into real life, listen to the fucking Grammy family freestyle Hot 97. IPO her, no need for reverse merger. The baby blue Maybach look like our own Gerber.
Yo, he might be the first person to ever clone himself.
Nah,
what about Gucci, he's never being that wave. Gucci didn't clone himself. He got cloned.
This nigga actually took what I was saying serious. We'll get
What were we
into
talking about?
Christmas recap.
Oh, yo, what you get for Christmas? What you do for Christmas?
Christmas, we stayed at the crib. Everybody just cooks shit, and we just stayed
Facts.
at the crib. Stuyvesant and the fam came through, and we chilled. We weren't allowed to have our Christmas special, which would, you know what's crazy? It would everything lined up perfect for us to drop Christmas special for episode 9, and then
a New Year's Day.
The New Year's Day one for
I mean, is this still coming out
10.
on New Year's Day, or is this coming out tomorrow?
No, it's coming out on New Year's Day.
All right, bless.
This is New Year's Day. What are you talking about?
It's December 31st.
But yeah, we stayed here and we did whatever. I know that you had the fucking white Christmas and you were at a party at 10 a.m. So,
bro, that shit was. Hold on, I can't speak too loudly, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite.
Who wants to party that early?
I was watching Godfather 2 over there at their spot.
Oh, that's how I know you was bored.
Nah, it's good, but like
No,
I watched.
that movie's really good.
I watched all of it.
That's my point. I know. That's my point.
Like I didn't get up.
That's my point.
They're like, "Yo, you don't want any chips and dips?" I said, "No, it's 11."
Yeah, like who gonna eat at this time, man? Why
I'm not gonna hold you. They had some lasagna. That shit was crazy because apparently, it's my girl's white grandfather, and he only cooks once a year, and it's Christmas, and that's the only thing he knows how to make. So I guess like all his
He's mastered that.
Yeah, all his cooking prowess and ability has manifested into that one dish, and it fucking shows, bro. It shows.
Lasagna at 11 a.m. is crazy.
Nah, the lasagna wasn't ready to like at least one.
That's crazy, niggas eating a fat ass piece of lasagna for lunch on Christmas.
Nuts.
That's
and then I had that was Christmas Eve, and
Christmas
then
Eve, yeah. I mean, we Dominican niggas know what day we celebrate.
Yeah,
Christmas
facts. And then we went to my aunt's house and had a second dinner over there at a real appropriate time. That shit was crazy.
You wild. I think whoever I end up with has to know that I have a family as well, and we just split that holiday, and you stay at yours and I stay at mine. Nothing don't change.
Nah. Yo, they gifted my little cousin a Cuban. That was crazy.
A Cuban link?
Yeah.
Dominicans is different.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
This nigga got the kilo Cuban.
Bro, and then his pops was so happy as he put it on his son's neck. He was like, "Yo, finally!"
But that is a thing. Yeah, like anybody who knows any like Dominican culture, usually when the kid turns like 14, 15, you give him some piece of big jewelry. Because when I was a kid, I had a bunch of jewelry. I don't like jewelry, but I had a bunch of like bracelets, rings, a bunch of necklaces and shit that like my parents would buy me all the time. But once you get to like a certain age, like over your Omar, you get a big joint. They give you a big solid one. But
nah, that shit's about to make my son's neck hurt. Pause.
Well, yeah, you got your little cousin got the kilo joint.
Yeah, he already got the ill gamer neck. You know what I'm talking about? From when you like.
Yeah, I know.
He got
like
that shit. Facts. So that's just about to like make him super slump. Dude's about to get ill scoliosis. But yeah,
as a
Christmas
person
was cool.
As a person who's in a relationship, what did you get for Christmas?
For my significant other?
Yeah.
All right, but so I got some cool shit. We did like the stocking stuffers. That was cool. And then like as a big gift, I got some shoes. All right, look. So I'm a piece of shit, right? So I was hitting her with the ill. I was hitting her with the. So I wanted a basic Chuck, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like the black racing stripe that's on the sole. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
so,
I don't like Chucks to begin with, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I was like, yo, I need these, but you gotta pay $30 more for the custom and take that shit off.
That's not that bad. Chucks is $50 though.
Nah, because it's the Chuck 70, which is $85 because it's like quote unquote the premium material. And then I was like, yo, pay the extra $30 to get that stripe off and make it glossy and off white instead of regular white. And I was like,
let me tell you something, nigga. That is on par with everything that I know about you.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I need that.
That's on par.
That was like the greatest. The greatest gift I got that wasn't from my shorty was a Costco membership.
From your parents, yeah.
Not from her parents.
From her parents, yeah.
My parents.
That's an old nigga gift right there.
Nah, that shit's legit, bro. Like,
that's an old nigga gift.
We
Why don't
went
you
and
do like the
activated
rest
that
of the
shit today.
Dominicans and just ask me or to give you the Costco card and you just go and don't show you like you go walk in with that shit.
No, because look, I've it's become one of my like life. I don't have ambitions and shit, right? But or like goals and
That's
stuff.
nice to know for the podcast, my nigga.
but one of them is to be like in my future, because you know how we have Don Jose.
Yeah.
Like I want to be Don Andrew. So I gotta be the dude with the Costco card. Like you
Nigga,
gotta.
all you have to do to be a don is get old, nigga. That's it.
That's not true. You gotta do way more. There's mad old niggas that are not doing anything.
Oh, I know. Don is basically like a Spanish OG. You got to give game.
That's what I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to
That's
get the
what we do every
Costco
year.
game. I was like, yo.
This
Also, like, my credit score went way up. I hit the family group chat. And I was like, yo, who need a cosign?
Oh, you an idiot right there. You trying to lower that shit.
I was like,
I can see that this nigga's already emailing Costco on the side and saying like, yo, what's up with that Kirkland's collab?
No, deadass. I was in there today to activate the card and shit, right? And like, I was like, yo, there's no way they got the 86-inch for this much.
Oh no, they be having. I ain't gonna hold you. They be having the deals, nigga. They be having.
I was
the deals
like,
for sure.
yo, you got the 1-day admission to Legoland for like 50% off. I'm about to bless all the kids in the
Nigga, they sell
neighborhood.
Rolexes in there.
Yeah, yo, I went to the jewelry counter. I was like, yo, this is real jewelry. This should be like
they got that shit
3,500
in
in
there.
here.
They
Yeah.
got that shit in there.
I was like,
100%.
oh shit. Nah, Costco's legit. I might fuck up some Costco pizza real soon.
So what'd you give though?
What did I give?
Yeah.
To who?
To whoever, nigga, whoever you want to talk about. That Cuban link you already gave, that's that Telatalk money.
Yeah, I gave my parents like well, my mom specifically like new furniture. Like she wanted a new TV stand, and of course, when you get that new TV stand,
shit.
you need that new TV.
I thought you were saying a new couch. I was about to say, oh, this nigga spent the bag.
Oh
for
no,
Christmas,
I got
boy.
them the fucking new table that goes in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that shit. If they asked me for a new couch, I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna have to put this shit on layaway for next year.
That's depending on where you get a couch from. That should have cost you a fucking bag. It should have cost you like 5 to 10 racks.
And then I gave Shorty like she's into like sustainable fashion now and all that shit and like workout gear.
Yeah.
Apparently like that's what's in right now. And then I gave her like
How the fuck would we know? Fashion podcast, right?
how the fuck would I know what people care about? And then like all her tattoos are like by the same person.
Yeah.
So I gave her like a gift certificate from that person. That
Oh
artist.
shit, you could do that?
Yeah, he was having like that shit like for Christmas. It was like, yo, if you buy this $100 certificate, it'll be worth $150, or if you buy this $200 certificate, it'll be worth $300.
That's
shit like that.
That's good business by that nigga for sure. That's really good business.
That's
I ain't never seen no
good.
tattoo artists do that.
Yeah, that's good pandemic business. It was like, yo, hold it down.
I mean, pandemic businesses be that shit. That's what births creativity right there.
Fact. I knew he was a super ill one too because he put a number on it because and he raffled. It was like, yo, if you win your raffle, you double the amount won. And I was like, yo, he bugging. He snapped with that one.
He figured out how to do the bundle package for tattoos.
Facts. I know he got 4 PS5s ready to go.
I mean, shit. Good, fuck it, get your money, nigga. This pandemic shit hopefully ends in 2021. But
yo, and shout out to Xavier. He got me the human race
skincare thing.
Yeah, he got me only one of the 3 because he's he's a fucking broke ass boy. But
This nigga go kill us because I'm gonna get him again.
I said thanks, bro.
For Christmas, I can pretty much tell you that I have just recently found out that I only get women Christmas gifts.
Nah, that's how you roll.
And it wasn't even like by design. I just noticed this year when I was like, okay, I need to get this. I was like, oh shit, I only buy women Christmas gifts. And
I see how you are.
By women, I only buy women in my family Christmas gifts. That's it.
I was about to mess you up. I was getting you a little tangled. I was like, yo, what did you?
Nah, see, look, there you go. I'm 10 steps ahead of you, my nigga. I already know you was gonna go with that shit.
So how many Goyard bags did you buy this year? Or how many Telfar certificates
There you go.
did you purchase?
There you go. Ding, ding, ding. I ain't buy any. I didn't buy any. I wanted to buy a couple of people Telfar bags, but I was told not to spend a lot of money, even though those Tupperware bags aren't any more expensive than the gifts I already got them in general.
You can get like the smaller ones for like $250.
The medium bag is the bag that I would suggest any girl to get, because I've seen it on people. Unless you like really big ass bags, I've seen it on girls, the medium bag, and I think that like that's a good size. That shit's $210. Even if you buy it on resale, it's $300. That's not.
What happened to like the LV like carry all that big bag?
Oh,
I
they
ain't
still
seen that shit in a minute,
bro. They still trust me. Everybody that I've seen, you know, it's a group of them that wear those LV bags and go crazy for everybody having the same bag. Like,
yo, we gotta start. We have to start some hate
for
the LV. We gotta start some LV hate.
And specify.
You know how like I'm gonna own them all.
And block LV from going in there?
No, I'm gonna have like nothing but LV, but like super discounted. I'm put it right next to the Michael Kors.
Good fucking luck, beloved. Good fucking luck.
I'm gonna put it right next to
They'll burn that mall
Coach,
down
man.
before that shit happen, nigga. They'll burn that shit down before it happens. Yeah, but Christmas was a vibe though. I will say this,
it was
like,
nice.
I've seen a lot more effort going into Christmas gifts this year than ever, to be honest.
For sure. Yo, on Christmas Day, I had Christmas breakfast. That shit was fire.
And a nigga invited you to get some cookies that I made, and this nigga never came to pick it up.
Yeah, I went to West Palm, so like.
Oh, I didn't know you went all the way out there. You should just told me that you went all the way out there. I would have just dropped it off in your mailbox or some shit like that. I would have gave it to your parents, so and then your dad would be, I'll give it to him.
This guy's fucking Santa over here.
Nah, I definitely blessed a bunch of people with cookies because we made a bunch of them. We made like 70 cookies in total.
Yo, I will say that Xavier might be the easiest person to ever shop for. Ever. I asked him I was like, yo, what you need? And he sent me the links.
Nah, see, look. I wouldn't say I'm the easiest person to shop for, but I have a podcast where I speak for 2 to 3 hours at least once a week about things that I enjoy.
Yeah, it'd be easy.
It's easy to get both of us a gift, but I'm not a person that's gonna tell you what I want. Like, you gotta figure out what I want. I'm not gonna tell you what like.
This man playing hard to get for Christmas.
Nah, because if you ask me what I want for Christmas, I'm just gonna tell you not to give me anything, anyways. Because I don't like getting gifts like that, really.
But nah, man's got the ill 20-foot iPhone charger and a surge protector.
Hey, that's some real necessity shit though.
Yeah,
that's some real necessity.
That's just
shit.
legit.
I mean, at least he's not a nigga to be asking people like, yo, buy me like this fucking $5,000 pair, whatever. Like, it's some people like that, and I'm like, you out of your fucking mind if you think I'm buying you that.
Nah, because every week he'd be like, yo, hop on the sneakers app, help me get these ugly ass Kobe's.
Hey, you wildin'. Those Grinch Kobe's hard. I know what you're talking about. Them shit's hard. You wildin'. Those Grinch Kobe's
Yo,
hard.
between Xavier and TSB, I can never delete the sneakers app.
Ever.
I've been trying to get rid of that shit forever.
Ever. You can never. But Christmas was definitely a vibe. I got some good gifts for Christmas, ironically, because I don't really get gifts like that.
What'd you get, and who gave it to you?
All right, see, look, you going to the chatty patty shit. You don't.
I'm not chatty patting. I know you're just gonna say family, and you're gonna move it.
I got
What'd you get your short?
I got an 8 million Dior care package. I got the waffle mock neck that's on there.
You got this shit the day before they put out the 40% off. That's nuts.
It's big facts. I got the but most of the shit that I have right here was all sold out before. Like when you sent me that shit, a bunch of shit was already sold out.
Or probably not even on the sale.
Yeah, that too. Because I was looking to buy some of the uniform shit on Emily on Dior, and they didn't have it on the sale. Well, you couldn't use it on the sale. So I got the mock neck, the waffle mock neck, Emily on Dior shit. I got the mohair cardigan. I got a Drake's collab with Emily on Dior shirt, and then I got that Nike DSM tee that I wanted a while ago.
Yeah.
That's what pays for having a podcast, because niggas get you gifts that you actually like.
Yo, I just opened up the sale and like that shit went.
No, it's clear. It's done, boy. It is done. It is done.
Unless I'm trying to get a scarf for some reason, but everything else is gone.
I will say this. For whoever has a mohair Emilion Dior cardigan in black, hit up the Telatalk in the DM, because I need that. I need that.
What color did you end up with?
The wine.
Uh,
I like the wine color.
oh,
But
you like it a lot, so you want the black one, or you just want to switch, or what?
I'll probably keep both, to be honest. The wine one would definitely be more of a harder task to pull off, but I got some shit for it.
Harder task. Dude talking like it's a mission to put on a fucking
It's
cardigan.
a mission, boy. Like if you see the type of color that is, and like in person, it's not like a burgundy, and it's not like a maroon at all either. It's like a, if I had to put it in like a wine standpoint, like a medium blooded wine, like that shit is like weird.
That's some
It's
shit
a good
that
color though.
they would call ox blood. Like,
Yeah, something like that. It's a good color, and it's like really good quality shit, to be honest.
I was. You saw
Shout out
that fucking new Disney movie, Soul?
Are you asking me, did I see it or did I see of it?
Both.
I saw of it, and I was like, damn, I might watch this shit.
I saw it on Christmas Day.
I heard it's really good.
It's pretty good. It's definitely more for adults.
All the animated shit for adults.
Yeah, but like this one is like, yo, the deep references they make to like fucking history, and to like they be having some existential crises in this shit. Plus, like, I don't think jazz is for children, first and foremost. And they'll be like, oh, what's this noise? This isn't Playboy Cardi.
Oh, speaking of Playboy Cardi, we can get into the next topic. Playboy Cardi dropped the album. What's the name of the album? You know, or do I have to look it up?
It's A Whole Lot of Red.
Whole Lot of Red. I'm assuming you listened to this album.
Yeah. All right. Let me start. Let me start with.
I've heard a lot about this album.
We're changing a lot in 2021. First of all, I'm gonna hate a lot less. I'm gonna be less critical, negative, and
if the hate is warranted, it's warranted.
I don't think hate is warranted on this. I think disappointment is warranted on this. But then you have to understand that, like, Playboy Cardi might be in recent times, the only artist I know that's had, like, 3 albums worth of music leaked before his album was really supposed to come out. Like, over and over and over and over and over and over again. To the point where, like, after the album came out, you know how artists are always like, what songs do you want on the deluxe, right?
Yeah.
All the replies were like, the shit that leaked.
The one thing that I did ask everybody who listened to this album was, did he put the Kid Cudi record on there? And he still has not put that record out. Like, it must be like a sample clearance thing or something like that, or like he's just like, so much people have heard it already that I'm not gonna put it out.
It's definitely the second reason, and like,
why not? I fuck with that record a lot.
That song's got like 5 different versions. Like,
pick one, my nigga, and put it out. That's what I'm saying.
It's just like he's probably like super over it, and like to that extent, I think the first half of this project is like, when I first heard it, I was like, this is unlistenable. Like, I wouldn't.
How much records on here?
24.
Oh my god! So 12 records, you're like, oh, this shit is trash.
Maybe even worse than trash. There was a point. Okay, you know who Rico Nasty is, right?
Yeah, I know who Rico Nasty is.
People kept comparing it, like his voice, to hers, and they saying it was ass. And then she was like, she tweeted, "Wow, it's so nice to know that something that reminds people of me is ass." No, she was like really upset.
But that's the funniest shit. That's what her response was to it. That's the funny. It's fucked up. The nigga's like, yo, you sound like her and this is trash. But that's a funny response.
Well, you imagine, yo, this is trash. You sound like Tokyo E.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, nigga, what the fuck I do? I caught the stray? Like, out of nowhere?
So Rico caught the ill stray. A lot of people were saying that it's quote unquote experimental, like this is his Yeezus, and like I don't like that.
Yeezus was good though, so
yeah, exactly. I don't like that excuse for like music that is like.
Well, yeah, we've had this conversation.
Like, David said this is his. Yeah, this is not his Yeezus. This is not his cherry bomb. This is not any of that.
But we've said that a billion times about this shit, this little marketing thing that artists try to get away with. Where it's like, oh, I'm just experimenting into something new. I made it this way specifically. Like, nigga, just because you made it in that way specifically doesn't mean that it's not specifically shit.
Yeah, like Yeezus, at least what I'm about to say is going to tie in later, but like Yeezus is a complete if you're gonna call it an experimental album, it's experimental all the way through. Like he stuck with that theme all the way through. Same thing with Cherry Bomb. Same thing with Kid Cudi's Rock album. But this one, it's that way only in the beginning, and I feel like we're gonna tie this into him having so much music being leaked. I think this is like what his next one was supposed to be like, and
so he just put them together.
He just had to put them together, or else he didn't feel like he had enough music or whatever. With 24 records is like still a lot of fucking music.
OD.
Yeah, and then people kept saying like, "It's experimental." This sounds like a Cardi album. It's super drony. It's super hypnotizing. He says the same shit 40 lines in a row.
Yeah,
like it's not lyrically any different. He's not doing a fucking baby voice in the beginning, and it's just like a little grittier and like, less mixed. But the second half, I fuck with. If the second half existed as a separate project, then like I would understand why Playboi Carti has the fan base that he does, because that shit was like, it mixed what he was trying to do in the beginning with what we know of him. Mm-hmm. And what people like of him, and it was really good. Like, there's just some bullshit that like certain artists can get away with, like because it's their moniker and it's like what they're known for, and it's like what you give it a pass.
Like he can get a pass for the first half.
No, he doesn't get a pass for the first half at all. I think that first half should be like not qualified as music.
Okay, so was the first half of the album leaked?
No, the first half no. I don't think any of these songs leaked. I could be wrong, but that's the thing. It was like people only wanted the songs that they've heard already. Right. And like I guess from what I've seen from fan reaction is that they are leaning more towards the songs on the second half. At least that's what I keep seeing.
Well, I've seen the same thing. I've heard this. I've heard that the whole album is horrible, or I've heard that like. I got through the first part, and the second half of the album is really good. Playboi Carti's music is not really for me. The only record that I really enjoy from him is that Kid Cudi record.
Pissy Pamper, yeah.
That record is super fire. But I love that beat the most. Like whoever made that beat deserves a fucking Grammy for that shit, because that beat is like phenomenal. But I'm not really the hugest fan of him. But I can understand why people like him.
Yeah, and then I think if people are praising the second half and defending the first half. Like that's different. And on this project, Pierre only produced like 2 tracks, as opposed to like his last album where he was like on 17 out of 19 or something like that. So you just think
it's bad production? Was it bad production?
The first half, it's definitely like not the greatest sounding. But again, it's like this is a Playboi Carti album. It sounds like Playboi Carti. It just sounds bad. Like
Like not mixed, or just sounded like he was trying to be himself, like from last album or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, if you try to be the impression of yourself, like on the podcast, where it's just like, I'm trying to be that and not just trying to be me by myself.
Let's do. I'm gonna make an example of someone who has like a very distinct style. Like if Big Sean. Yeah. Rap like somebody pretending to be Big Sean.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Being experimental.
Oh, no, that's different.
That's what it would sound like.
That is different, then.
That's what
I don't know.
Because, yeah.
This is his second album or third album?
You call this his third album, because he has the self-titled Cardi, and then Die Lit, and then this one. You can even call this his fourth, because he has one earlier that, like, it's just not on streaming, so it doesn't like count quality.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to put out an album of music that people have already heard. Like logistically, would it make sense? Because then people are just like, "Oh, this is the music that I already heard." Even though they're saying they want to listen to the same music, there will still be that critique of just like, "Oh, you just put out the shit that we already heard." But it's kind of if that was your plan to put out that record and then the record got leaked. It's hard to turn around and make music that you've been making for 2 years and try to put it out before the new year.
Yeah, I think something has to be up with his contract in terms of like leak shit. I don't think I don't think he's ever like put out anything that's leaked ever. Like it's like not even like Lucy's have made it onto like full projects.
Oh,
like,
so they must be doing that shit
exist. Oh, Cardi's definitely hitting dump on all his music for sure.
They're definitely doing that, and then that's their version of doing an EP.
His fucking engineer is just like airdropping gigs of music in like a fucking Starbucks.
At this point in 2021, that like it's at that point like you have to be giving your music away for other people to fucking leak that shit. Cause like who else album leaks anymore?
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I feel bad for him, but at the same time,
I think it's a part of the plan.
It's a part of the plan, and like you're not being careful enough of your own music. He did snap on some shit where, God, it's the stupidest shit that gets me. There's this part where there's this part where the whole song he just spells Draco. I was like, oh, this is the hardest shit ever.
I've actually heard that record because they sent that shit in one of my group chats, and I was like, listen to this bullshit.
Nah, that shit was dumb hard. Like if that came on a run, I would PB.
And them niggas is Playboy Cardi fans too. They was really disappointed in that group chat where like, what the fuck is this? There was only one nigga who happens to be a producer that was like, no, I actually like this record the more that I listen to it.
Yeah. There's another one where he's just like, he just says his government name and then says Cardi after.
All right, keep going off of the Cardi album. SZA dropped a new record. She dropped a new single.
I didn't know she dropped a single. Is this coming off of the fucking?
This is the album that she's gonna do. Yeah, I think it's called Good Days. Is the name of the record. It's her basically. You know, like what every artist does. They just do the Nas cover where it's them as a baby.
Oh yeah.
So it's that
with
one.
With the fucking face tats. Oh yeah. Baby.
This nigga said, "Oh baby." This nigga was born in the 50s. But Good Days is the single. She dropped that shit on Christmas. It's actually a really good record. I like that record. Is
it in the same vein as Control? Is it like?
No, it's not.
Because Hit Different is like nothing that was on Control.
No, I wouldn't say that record sounds like anything on Control. Like from Hit Different and then this record, I think that I'm getting what she's trying to encompass on that next album. Whenever the fuck that album comes out, whenever Punch.
Is this one going to be more vibey and less?
Control was vibey.
Nah, Control was super. Okay, Control's vibey, but in terms of like the way Hit Different is, like nothing was said on Hit Different besides the words Hit Different.
I know you.
At least on Control, Spacey. At least on Control, it was like,
words.
Why you fucking me like that? I wanna fuck you in the backseat. Oh, well. Birds in the wind, pussy.
If you're asking me if this is gonna be her if Control was her a seat at the table and this one was gonna be the
when I get home.
When I get home, I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna be it. I do see it being more of
first of all, SZA could never, but I don't hold that against her.
I love that Solange album. Me and you are both on board with that. I like that When I Get Home record a lot. Like, but she does have different influences than SZA does though. Cause
it's just like a different.
She works with Tyler and Def Hayes a lot. Different
age.
Yeah. But yeah, it should be good. I hope she keeps it more of how it was last album because the album was really good. She had some really good records on there.
Oh, you saw this shit that J. Cole posted?
Oh yeah, didn't he like tease an album or some shit like that?
He posted a notebook that he definitely just wrote on and made it look like that this was like some crazy plan. It's like the fall off era.
Yeah.
You know, and on it, it's like a checklist. The first two is features, which is scratched off because he did all his features. The next one is Revenge of the Dreamers 3, which is scratched off because, you know, he put that project out and then put the deluxe out. Yeah, it was good. I'm just talking. But the next two is the off season. What could that be? Who knows?
Oh, and then what was the next thing they say?
And then it's a boy, which I don't know. And then finally, the Fall Off, which is his retirement album or whatever.
Like, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think a lot of people are anticipating. We've talked about this already. That Corona shit is gonna cease to exist in 2021, and a lot of people are gonna drop music in I would say January to February. A lot of the big artists are probably gonna come in that time.
We know at least Drake is coming.
Drake's coming
in January. Yeah.
Pause. Drake's definitely coming in. Probably like I would say late January or February. He's definitely dropping music.
I don't mean to hype up his project, but I think this might be his best work yet.
heard some of the music that he's gonna drop, and it actually sounds pretty good.
Let's fucking go. Certified lover boy. I might get that tatted on me.
I've heard. This is gonna be the weird arc of season 13 where, Telatalk praises Drake a lot, and people are like, "Oh, I thought y'all didn't like him," and I'm like, "Nigga, how much times have I told you that I listen to all this music? I just don't like 30 records of his music when he drops a 30 record album."
Yeah, like Drake is somebody with 300 songs. If I don't like 20 of them, that's amazing. That reminds me of something. On the last episode, I almost said last week. On the last episode, when I said I like Travis Scott music, Caesar had texted me. He said, "You didn't mean that, did you?"
You lying? He did not say that shit.
Yes, he did.
Caesar don't like Travis Scott?
I guess not.
I guess not. Keeping it going. Master P and Baron Davis are in talks about.
Wait, you're not looking forward for this J. Cole to fall off his retirement?
Oh, you know I fuck with J. Cole. I'm definitely gonna listen to that album. Like that's what goes without saying. Like I won't speak on that until we get more. Like this is definitely just him marketing that shit. I think Cole drops around the same time Drake drops.
What if they both drop at the same month?
I wouldn't put that out of the possibility. Like I'm pretty sure that Drake's gonna drop first, then I got Cole dropping, and then I got Kendrick dropping some time after that.
Yo, you seen that the virus mutated in the UK and shit?
Yeah.
What if like it'll keep changing and then it eventually becomes like smart enough that it has a voice and it says we won't stop until we get the Kendrick and J. Cole album?
Nigga, we dying. What
we
talking
dying.
about?
It's over.
We dying. We got a better chance of getting Doom Starks and that shit.
Doom Starks is finished.
Doom Starks has been finished. That's the problem.
They just won't put it out.
That shit has been finished. Doom is just looking for things to patch in before records. That's what he's doing.
We need the Doom Starks album. I want that Mac Miller Madlib album.
I need that Doom Starks album when there's touring available for that, because I know that they're going to tour that, and I will fly to whatever European country I need to go watch.
They're only going to perform that shit in, like, fucking Ghana or something.
I'm out to Ghana, nigga. I'm out. I'm trying to travel anyway, so I'm out to Ghana. Like, straight up.
Straight up.
I've been this nigga. Caesar, he do like that nigga. Master P and Baron Davis are in talks about Reebok. This
is fucking nuts.
This is a fucking huge deal. Like this, I know a lot of people are just like, whatever. Like, but Master P definitely deserves so much more credit than he gets for all the business shit that he did for the fucking music industry and just for inspiring people like that. Because I feel like a lot of what Rockefeller was established with Dame and Hove is a model of that. I feel like a lot of people who are doing very well now modeled a lot of shit off the Master P. And shout out to BD. Baron Davis has a bunch of shit like in the Silicon Valley tech world where he just is investing.
He definitely put a lot of focus outside of basketball, especially after retirement, because he's still really, really young relatively.
Well, BD had a lot of injuries. If BD didn't have a whole bunch of injuries, BD would have been probably playing now. He still plays basketball heavy now in the Drew League.
I mean, when was he drafted? Like in 2000?
2001?
And he went early, didn't he? Like top 5?
I'm assuming. Let me see. I have a basketball podcasting, but I can't give you facts off the top of the.
More of the story is that he was like a good player. Like he's not some like bullshit player. Like
no, BD is not a bullshit player for whoever thinks that. BD was drafted in 1999, but he was the 3rd pick.
He's no Al Horford. Let's start there.
Shout out to my Dominican brethren. But yeah, this is a fucking huge deal in the fashion world in general. Because we're gonna talk about later with Jared Lorenzo signing with Adidas and having a bigger deal than the one in Nike as far as like input, but there hasn't been any a major brand that we know of that has been bought and owned by like even majority of it being an African American or black or brown,
let alone two
people buying it out cold. I don't think that they're gonna buy this out cold, but I think that they have a funding group to pay for this.
It was
the number that's floating that Adidas wants for Reebok is $2.4 billion.
I think they can get the funding for that.
Easy.
And I think I think the funders will trust them and their business based on
100%.
like their past business deals.
I'll tell you
Besides,
this right
like,
now, fam. If these two niggas buy Reebok, I'm wearing majority Reebok for however long.
I might make a pair of Club C's like my yearly shoe.
I will try to fucking get us a collab with Reebok immediately.
Reebok and Raycons.
Raycons too, I'm with it. I mean, they have been talking about this, like I told you in the pre-pod. I don't know how much I can say about that shit because I don't know, like there's like some ambiguous rules about being on the Chatty House. So if those who don't know Clubhouse, you can't really be talking about what you talk about on there, or they'll kick you off of that.
Chatty House.
You just saying that shit because you haven't been added yet.
Because you haven't invited me, you fucking dingus.
I asked you a month ago. Not even a month ago. Months ago. Yo, do you want to be invited to Clubhouse? And you're like, what's that?
Okay, you didn't explain it. You
and
just
I did
sent it to one of
explain
your...
to you. I told
No,
you,
you just sent the link to one of your thotties so you could show her how exclusive you are. Because you're in the fucking 21 Savage chat talking about fucking...
I did not send you a 21 Savage chat.
You definitely put me in the 21 Savage chat. It was like, look, Big Draco's talking.
This nigga love line. But no, yeah. They've been talking about this, in Clubhouse for a minute, about what they're trying to accomplish with this shit, and they had Stevie Williams talking about it yesterday too, and like how big of a deal this could be, and like there's been talks basically of who they want to move over to that to Reebok, and a lot of people who are culture movers like in our culture, like Stevie Williams and niggas of that ilk, are saying like, oh, if they do that shit, I'm gonna do all my business over there. And I think that if they do this, Adidas and Nike are gonna have a tough time getting a lot of creative, like even designers. Like Salehi left Versace, and now he's opening his own brand. Like
he's
I can easily see Salehi going to Reebok and creating some sneakers there easy.
Yo, I can't wait to get the fucking corduroy Sean Witherspoon Reeboks.
See, that's something,
all I see.
Yeah, but my point is, see, that's something that a person in a big corporation like Nike or Adidas will do because that's the hot name out there now. Now, I don't necessarily think that Master P and Baron Davis will go out there at that way either, because it's not about.
I don't think they'll be super hands on that shit either. I think that it'll be like a directional change, at least like culturally. To
that's what I mean.
More
that's what I mean. In those board meetings, it won't only be niggas who are just wearing fucking bum ass sneakers and like don't know what the fuck is actually going on.
Right now, like the older, chunkier Reebok models, like the old basketball shoes, are getting a lot of use from like women and shit like that. I think they'll hone in on like what kind of Reeboks people are buying today, like not in mass
or creating new shit,
but like the stuff that is getting sort of like engagement and shit like that.
Yeah, or creating new shit.
Truthfully, I don't. Yeah. Because the only thing that gets created now is like when technology advances, quote unquote. Just because you put the air bubble in a different shape, Nike doesn't make it technological.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're looking at it from just like how these companies are, just like, you know, like vertical retailer companies, like, yeah, like there's a bunch of corporation shit that, like, you know, it has to go through the ladder of what it is. But when the ladder now is changed to something different, shit can spawn from that hasn't even been like thought of. Cause like
Reebok's gonna give us the Chicago Jordan 1 before Nike.
I'm definitely
They're gonna make
interested.
the illest bootleg.
I'm definitely interested in seeing what the fuck they can do with this, cause like this could be.
Do you hear that outside?
Yeah. What is that?
All right, so dude who got gifted the Kawasaki, his baby mom just pulled up. He's going nuts.
Yeah, but this could definitely be something that like makes a big move into people getting opportunities, and like with this push, I can see Reebok being one of not. I can see Reebok taking over the Adidas ranking.
No, they'll take over the Puma.
But think about it, Puma too. Puma is Hove now.
Well, Hove is directing the basketball portion.
Yeah. You think that's just what Hove is planning on doing? Do you think that's
no. I don't think that's what he's. But I'm just saying, for right now, that's what he's in charge of.
I'm telling you, as somebody who has followed Hove for forever, I know that once he gets into a business and he gets a position in there, he's looking to buy that shit.
You telling me he's about to buy Sprint?
No, he's about to buy Puma.
Wait, did T-Mobile buy Sprint or did Sprint buy T-Mobile?
I think T-Mobile bought Sprint.
Fucking brokies.
Yeah, but
yo, we're gonna get to the point where there's only like 3 choices for cell phone.
Oh, 1000%. But yeah, getting back to this is fucking monumental for a bunch of fucking reasons, and I just want to see. Yeah. I think this is definitely gonna happen. I think the end of buying Reebok, and this shit is about to get really, really, really.
Yeah.
If niggas do what I am expecting them to do, and I think that they have a lot of pool with a lot of creative people, this shit is about to be really ugly for these other sneaker brands. And
I was making a lot of jokes, but this shit looks pretty awesome. Like I hope it goes through.
100%. Reeboks will be on my feet for 2021 every fucking day if they get this shit. 100%.
I'm definitely getting a fucking pair of Insta Pump Furies.
I'm getting everything, nigga. I'm getting Reebok Club C's, everything. I'm getting the Dope Boy Reeboks, everything. I'm touching a bunch of Reebok in 2021. I've already been looking at some Reeboks that like are really dope. They just really expensive. Keeping it going on, shit. That there's like
you mentioned it earlier that Jay Lorenzo signed with Adidas.
Yeah.
You want to break that down for the people?
Fear God and Jerry Lorenzo signed with Adidas. Yet again, another big fucking monumental designer that
I don't know his shit ended with Nike.
Yeah, no. The thing was Nike. Okay, it's the same shit that happened with Kanye. I don't know what the fuck is going on at Nike, but basically, from what I hear, is that he wanted to get a bigger role in Nike, and Nike was just like, I don't think so. So then Jerry Lorenzo is now the fucking president of like basketball sneaker shit at Adidas now, and he's gonna like create a line kind of like Kanye is what basically
and
they're gonna do.
Adidas basketball did need a huge like influx of creativity because those fucking Avengers James Hardens weren't fucking doing
those James Hardens are disgusting. So basically what is his like exact role there now? He is, I saw it on here earlier, he's like the president of basketball operations.
Yo, imagine being the president of basketball. Adam Silver would be tight.
So basically what they're doing now is they're doing Fear God Athletics is basically the products that are coming up now. So it's like his own performance activewear and like essential shit. So like you're gonna basically see the slides, the sneakers, tracksuits, hoodies, all that shit. But the thing is now Nike, like who, not to say like, you know, Nike's gonna fall off or whatever like that, but like
driving global creative and business strategy for Adidas basketball.
Yeah, but the thing is like that's 2 big people that have left Nike because they don't want to give them a bigger role, and Adidas like, fuck it, let me get them. The only thing that I always say about Adidas is like the execution has to be good because Adidas fucked up when they had their shot.
Remember when Ultra Boost was supposed to take over?
That's what I'm saying. Adidas fucked up when they had their shot. When the Ultra Boosts was taking over the Stan Smiths, all that shit. When that shit was popping in like 2014, 15, and niggas like, it's looking slow for Adidas, and then for Nike, and then Nike like, fuck y'all niggas, let's pull out these SBs and these dunks and all this other bullshit.
But I think this is a good move for Adidas for sure.
Oh, great move for Adidas. Great move for Adidas.
Especially in a market where, like, I don't know who's really dominating basketball shoes in terms of, like, style versus, like, people who just use basketball shoes day in, day out because they be hooping.
It's definitely not Nike. Nike was the king of basketball sneakers in 2000, from 2009 to 2012. But they were, like, also in the 90s, too. They were, like, the fucking kings of basketball. But now I think that basketball sneaker like trophy is still out there to grab, like 100%, because like nobody is putting out, like Puma is trying to do shit, but you have to have that perfect combination of me being able to wear this sneaker and like hoop for the niggas who hoop, and me being able to wear it casually. That's why Jordan always succeeds. Like how he played basketball and them shits, I don't know, but Jordans are fly off and on the court.
Yeah, like if you actually like play in Jordans, you're fucking sicko, but you can get away with it somehow.
I played in 10s only. 10s are the only sneakers that I like playing in for basketball. That's it. But like, even then, when I was hooping, I was buying a pair and then buying a pair to wear as well. So buying a pair for the court and buying a pair to wear like around. I mean, it's good to like. I want to see what the fuck Adidas and them do. I definitely think.
So, your shorty bought you a new pair for Christmas?
New pair what?
Jordans.
I don't have a shorty. Two, I don't even wear Jordans like that no more, nigga.
Oh, my fault, OG.
This nigga. Keeping it going on. Black.
Who's
brands.
the last person? Who's the last person you called big bro?
I don't call niggas big bro. You out of your mind?
What about your big bro?
I'm not the big bro guy. You can't pay me. You will never hear me call a nigga big bro. Never. I'm never that thirsty in my life to call another nigga big bro.
Whoa. What do you mean thirsty?
You know what kind of Jason you're saying big bro in. Like, nah, I don't big bro niggas, nigga.
You in a room with Jay-Z, you're not calling him OG?
Fuck, I'll call him OG. OG is different. Big bro is, I don't know this nigga, but he got money, so I'm a big bro him to see if I can get some money.
I'm not gonna lie, the only person I might call big bro is Lil Nas X.
This nigga out of his mind. Yo, this nigga sleep got him going crazy, boy.
I just got, you feel me? I just gotta get that shit off.
Now, OG's completely different.
Oh, hold up. I'm
Go ahead.
about to cop this tee from Amy for the 51.
See what this nigga doing while we doing the fucking 2021 podcast?
What do you want?
This nigga.
That's what I've been doing the whole time.
I can tell, nigga, you think the people can't hear you clicking on shit?
You think they could, like, yo, this is generally a fear of mine, but you think they can find out, like, my credit card info by, the sound of my typing?
You've been watching too much, like, CSI, some shit, nigga.
Yeah, but they pull from real life.
Some of it. Keeping it on black-owned business, Soleil, he's starting his own brand. He left Versace.
He clout chasing.
How?
Ever since he made that video of him being harassed by the police, he's clout chasing.
You already come on, Soleil. It's this nigga. That ain't coming from me.
Nah, he's got the clout, so I'm happy for him. He deserves it.
I want to see what the fuck he's gonna make. Apparently, he's making like some affordable hiking shoes and all that shit with Anta. Like, yeah, all the Anta shit. But I want to see what he does as a brand, cause like
he definitely about to just go to what's it called, archives of Nike ACG boots and just be like, yo, check out the Soleil 4s.
Nah, I'm crying. Look at that first pic. That first comment.
What?
If I had a weak chin, I would probably avoid taking full profile shots. This nigga, these niggas be killing niggas, fam.
Nah, they can't. You can't do anything anymore, bro.
This is like he can't even take a fucking picture from the side without these niggas doing some shit like that. But this is the shit that I like to see. This goes on brand with the fucking Master P and Baron Davis shit. Salehi like knows his worth as what he is in designer sneakers. Like you made a whole bunch of people buy Anta sneakers that would never even look to Anta.
For anything.
His New Balance to me is probably the best New Balance collab of this year.
Whoa, chill on the W tabs. That shit was crazy.
The W tabs was really good, but I like Salehi's the most. Salehi's the ones that I'm still trying to get now until like I can find them at a good price. And then he did what else did he do this year? He did something else this year. Oh no, it wasn't this year, but he did that 2 Chainz chain reaction Versace sneaker with 2 Chainz, and that was like one of the biggest shoes of that year. Even though I didn't particularly enjoy those sneakers, that put Versace shoes back on the map when they wasn't even in the kind of conversation for that shit.
You know, 2 Chainz put an album out this year, right?
Yeah, we talked about it on here.
Alright, that shit was kind of mid.
Yeah, we talked about it on here. Yeah, but shout out to Salehi. I want to see what the fuck he put out. Keeping it on more Chatty House, aka Clubhouse conversations. They had
this man just be in the Chatty House, silent, listening, like it's a fucking podcast. This dude be.
You've never been in the Chatty House, have you?
Are the only
you don't know how it works.
I don't know. I just think it's people. How does it work? Is it just people talking?
So basically, what they do, they'll make a group and they'll have moderators for some of the groups. What are you laughing about?
Yo, I know losers be buying moderator in chats.
But for some of the groups,
I'll send you $50. Make me mod.
For some of the groups, they don't allow people to speak. So it's like groups like this, they don't allow people to speak. I didn't listen to this one at all, but I saw like people talking about it after. And it was a conversation between. By the way, 21 Savage is like the king of the Clubhouse because that nigga be on that shit heavy. 21 Savage, Meek Mill, Little Baby, and Dirk were all on some group, some group chat that they created or whatever, and they were talking about basically, they were talking with some tech people, you know, from Silicon shit, saying how they want to start their own streaming platforms and not have to rely on fucking Apple and shit like that. So basically, what they're trying to do is just make another title, basically.
They're about to get their fucking music stolen.
I'm on board with that shit if they can find a way to execute it. Like the ideas are always good, but the execution is key. Like you have to know what the fuck you're doing to get onto it. By the way, 21 Savage and Little Baby are two people that I fuck with heavy, just like how they are as people. So
no, 21 Savage for sure. I don't know much about Lil Baby, but I did see like that one activist music video he put out. He seems like
no, he's done a bunch of shit low key.
He's got a good head on his shoulders, and his music isn't terrible. So that's that.
The reason why I fuck with both of those two niggas because they remind me a lot of people from my block. They remind me of like good niggas who do good shit, but like don't really amplify it just for like reasons. They remind me a lot of what Hov does too.
21 Savage has had like a back to school drive for like the past 5-6 years.
Yeah, and nobody don't be talking about it. Yeah. Like they have a streaming platform like that. It's just for me. It's just most of like it's not even like
You think the kids be getting bullied in school? Be like, haha, you at 21 Savage backpack.
1,000%. 1,000%. No matter what it is, there's gonna be some form of bullying in the world. But the thing that I like about this shit a lot is that even if this doesn't get made, it's about the conversation that's happening. It's a bunch of conversations that haven't happened. Like, when's the last time you ever heard about somebody about to buy, like, a big brand like Reebok? No, that never happened. Or, like, a nigga who's a big designer that's like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna go and do my own shit. That happens more often, but, like, these conversations...
I think our people are finally having enough capital and finally having, like, finally having, like, a converged interest on, like, business and, like, ownership and things like that, yeah. Something that's been, like, hidden away.
Oh, speaking about Prince, this is actually a good transition that I didn't even try to do. Did you listen to the Pharrell Drink Champ shit?
Yeah, I did listen to it, actually.
I didn't finish all of it, but I know you were around at this part where I was going crazy when this nigga was saying, like, you know that I wrote fucking Frontin' for Prince?
Frontin', yeah. What I did during this episode is that every time they brought up something like that, I would listen to the song. So
when Pharrell did the cadence to Frontin', and then I thought back and listened to Prince, like, singing that song and how he sung it. And I was like, oh, that would have been, like... The Frontin' is still one of the most monumental records of all time with his on his first album. Like, that's just things that I think that happen in the world for certain reasons.
Like, it makes sense when you hear it. It's like, yo, this is Prince.
Yeah, 100%. Or, like, when Nori was... Like, I've known about this for a while, but when Nori was saying, like... for example, the Fab song, the Holla Back Youngin', is just a reference of Ice Ice Baby by fucking Vanilla Ice. It's the same cadence. And it's the same thing that he did for a lot of Nori shit, too. He would just
how Michael Jackson called and said, yo, I need something like Super Thug.
No. The crazy shit was...
that was fucking nuts.
When Pharrell said Justified was supposed to be for fucking Michael Jackson, I was like, oh, that would have been...
Didn't he say that, like...
best Michael Jackson songs, things of all time.
He said, like, Justin Timberlake's, like, whole first album was supposed to be for Michael.
Justified was all for Michael, bro. That shit was all for Michael. You don't understand...
Imagine having a hand-me-down career. I would absolutely take a Michael Jackson hand-me-down career.
You don't understand, bro. Listen to fucking Michael Jackson singing Rock Your Body would be a fucking amazing one, nigga.
Damn. Like, when I heard that, I was like, there's no fucking way. Because that relationship continued even further. So imagine, like, how much of that was actually supposed to be for Michael. Yeah,
that's why I said, like a lot of shit just happens for a reason. Like, without that, who knows what the fuck Justin Timberlake's solo career would be. Because all of that first album, and then most of the next album was all Pharrell or, like, Timberland shit.
I also didn't know that I'm a Slave for You was for Janet Jackson.
Also another thing. That's somebody's best fucking album of all time. And like... people, they're like, I mean, granted, it's Janet Jackson, Prince, and Michael Jackson. I'm sure they said no to a lot of records that have become huge. But, like, his like, his vision for shit was like crazy. Like to even be like, yeah, I'm gonna make records for Michael Jackson and Prince and shit like that. Already showed you what type of fucking brain you have to be like, all right, I might at least give this a shot of seeing what it is.
And even bigger brain to like when they say no or like it doesn't work out, you don't get rid of it. Like
you don't get rid of it. You give it to fucking Nori or Justin Timberlake or fucking Britney Spears or like whatever.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking crazy.
Holy shit.
That interview had to be one of my favorite Drink Champs interviews of all time. My favorite
I just
Drink
like
Champs
how
interview was definitely Biggs though.
As it went on and like he was getting second contact high and drunker, like he kept saying "fuck it" to the mask
and just taking it off. Yeah, at that point when he was doing that shit, when he was like, you know what, and he would take it off to like really show his passion to what he was saying. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, just keep the mask off already. You already breathed in that air, beloved. Like, there ain't anything you could do. Plus, he got all of he made all of them get tested before he got there.
Yeah, but I guess it's like in these times you don't even want like the image of you not wearing a mask out.
I think that's what it was the most.
Especially like even he's got triplets, like super young triplets and shit, and he even brought that up a few times. It was like, yo, wifey's gonna kill me if she sees me.
By the way, I'm definitely going to Swan and getting that drink that was drinking.
Yo,
the Purple Rain, I need that.
Let's shout out the Purple Rain.
I need that.
Swan come through with the ad.
I need that. But that whoever hasn't watched that interview.
Yo, like, that was like a hilarious recurring joke. Every time they said Swan and Nori kept saying Swine. And it was like, no,
that's a really good interview. I've always known that, like, Nori holds Pharrell to a high regard because, like how
he owes, not owes, but like a large portion of his like career success to like Pharrell.
I didn't know how much Pharrell holds Nori to that high of a regard, and I keep forgetting. Like, yes, we were right in the sense because they talked about it in the Drink Champs episode that the first record that he produced on was that Mace "Why You Over There Looking at Me" record.
Yeah,
but the fucking huge record was Super Thug. Without Super Thug, Pharrell wouldn't have done shit with Hov because Hov went after Nori. And then Luda, when they did Throw Them Bows with that shit, that's all Neptune shit. And like, I always used to like liken the success to Mace a lot because like Mace gave him the first shot, or Diddy, whoever it was that gave him that first shot. But it's really Nori, and I didn't know that Pharrell felt that way about Nori too. Like, he was definitely saying like, yo, without Nori, nigga, that none of this would be here.
Hey, fans at home, for all those listening. If you're keeping up with your Telatalk bingo, be sure to check off that we mentioned Pharrell, Hove, Amy, and what else do we always talk about?
We haven't hit bingo yet, nigga, so shut up.
No, people gotta mark it off. What else did we talk about? Andrew and J. Cole.
That episode was really good though. Really good episode.
Yeah, apart from like even what we said, Pharrell is just so like himself, like super humble. Like you could tell, like he's been away for fucking ever. Yeah, especially like it didn't shock me, but it like reaffirmed me that was like Pharrell is super Pharrell. He's like, don't do anything around me, I will snitch.
Oh, that was a really funny like piece of that because like. I mean, who here holds regard? Who holds Pharrell to the regard of like, like. Pharrell gonna do a bid for me. Like, no,
he can make the soundtrack for you doing a bid, but he can't. He won't do the bid for you.
Well, the first time that Pharrell and Nori met, he tells Nori, he raps Nori the whole Bloody Money verse, and then says, "I got no gangsta bone in my body." I just wanted you to know that I love your music like that.
Nah, that's hard.
That's super
no gangsta bone.
Another something that came out on the podcast was on $1 Million Worth of Game with Wallow and Gilly. The super good podcast. Them niggas fucking hilarious. For whoever don't watch that shit.
Rest in peace, Dev.
Young Thug was on there, and they were talking about a bunch of shit. What I found out about the Young Thug and Wayne that I might have known but I didn't remember was that Wayne, like, I wouldn't say hates Young Thug, but he don't really particularly like that nigga too much.
I always forget that, and I don't always remember why. I don't even think Wayne remembers why.
Well, basically, the way that Young Thug was explaining it was the first time he ever met Wayne, he went to go dap Wayne, and Wayne didn't dap him up. So he was like, all right, cool, like whatever, like, but he was like, saying like, yo, nigga, like you've influenced me. I think he showed on that interview that he has a tat of Wayne. So
he big bro'd him.
Yeah, he big bro'd him for sure. Then he said the next time that he met Wayne dapped him, but he gave him like like
the weak one,
a finger dap, and then just took it back really quick. And then he was like, you know what, fuck that. This nigga's never touching my hand for the rest of my life. And after that, like, I guess they got like some type of, but I think a lot of that has to do with Baby though, because at that time was when you know, like Wayne wasn't able to put out the Carter 5. And
Young Thug is on an interview tear right 1,000%.
Now. He definitely got some music coming or something.
He said some shit about Andre, Wayne, Hove.
You heard what he said about Hove?
He said that he could beat Hove in the verses and that
okay,
something about 30 songs.
I actually heard what he said. So this is what he said about him. He was like, I got 30 records that go up like in a fucking in an arena. Like 30 records that niggas gonna know and go up. And then
Nate Robinson went up against Jake Paul.
No, but my point is he then like unconsciously went to the next thing. He was like niggas, a lot of niggas don't have. I know who he was talking about on here. I know exactly who he was talking about. I won't say who he was really meant to say, but then he brought in Hove's name and he was like a lot of niggas like, you know, like Jay-Z don't got that records, and then Gilly was like, that nigga got a whole bunch of records, and he was like, yeah, he got like 50. So like he realized what he was saying after what he said. Like it was just a mishap. Like I don't think anybody on this earth is gonna tell you that Hov doesn't have 30 records to play on the fucking verses, because Hov has infinite.
Still, one of my favorite memes is like, "Yo, what Hov got to play?" And someone just posted a picture of Reasonable Doubt.
That wasn't even a meme. That was a real comment. When somebody, I think it was when Drake and Hov were like, they were like, "Oh, Drake and Hov," and then they were like, what the fuck is Hov gonna play? That nigga posted that whole
the track list, right? And then they were like, which ones? They were like, all of them.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's like, all of them, nigga, play them. That's one album, but just play them all. And it was true. Like, you can play all those records. I think we've gone through it on here before, where it was just like, who the fuck beats him? Because the closest person that I thought that, like, you know, had the joints to beat him was Snoop Dogg. And then when Snoop Dogg came into doing the shit with DMX, I'm like, oh, okay, like, this wouldn't even be close.
Does Young Thug beat Wayne? My answer is no.
No.
All right.
Does Young Thug think he could beat Wayne? Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
100%. He thinks he could beat Wayne. But I think
I have to sneeze. Should I do it into the mic or off the mic?
Nigga, I'll pause the podcast.
All right, never mind. It went away because there was too much tension.
This nigga. Oh, you want to get into the Barry recap? You were super hyped to get into the Barry recap last week.
Oh yeah, I finished Barry. Well, what's available
of now,
right? Yeah.
That's the next season. They're already. I think they're already like recording the next season.
NoHo Hank still the greatest character. Glad he's alive.
100%.
I'm glad they caught Esther.
For everybody who has not watched this. Barry on HBO Max.
I fucking hate Sally. Holy shit. She might be worse than Skylar White.
Oh, you didn't hate Sally in the fucking first like season where they went to that party and she invited the dude that was hotter.
Yeah, that was jokes. But no, holy shit, she is just like so written to be so annoying. Like I think it's too much. 100%. It's getting to be like there's no way that Barry is this much of a simp. But I guess that's what they're bullying into us, is that Barry is like a jellyfish that just follows commands.
It's the dichotomy of somebody who just like kills people for a living, but like emotionally isn't strong.
He has like no will. Like he's not even a real person.
It's that same thing that he has with Fuchs. Is the same thing where it's like, how does a person that like kills people for a living not stand up to somebody?
Also, I was right in my theory of the episodes directed by Hero are better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was right.
I have to go back to see all the episodes that he produced, but I mean that he directed. But like the thing is, like nigga, we love Atlanta, so we're gonna like those fucking.
Also, I have a Barry critique.
Yeah.
The second detective, Officer Loach, I think his name is.
The white dude, yeah.
Yeah, when he caught Barry, and then he was just like, kill this guy for me instead. That's all I wanted. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was disappointed.
You didn't see that coming? I saw that coming.
I didn't want to see it coming because it was bad. It's bad. It's not good writing.
I do agree with you there. That writing was bad, and then the writing where he was trying to get the guy that he was gonna kill, who happened to be like a taekwondo master.
That part was funny. I'm glad that was there.
It was funny. That part was funny, but I think that was bad writing.
Yeah, I think that they had like wrote themselves into a corner and
Mm-hmm.
like tried to use the fact that like, haha, this is Barry's actually a comedy, and we could like sneak our way out of
That's
this.
exactly what
Haha.
they did. From the last episodes of it might have been season one because I think the episode where he asked Barry to kill him might have been the beginning of season two.
It was the season 2, episode 6.
Yeah, so like
So it was
they had
deep into season
yeah
2.
they had already like built that up so much like it
Yeah, of
started to
him
become
finding
so
out that like,
serious.
yeah. So like, what I will say is I do appreciate that if they're gonna lean into like, haha, it's comedy, that they went super hard because that Taekwon dude's daughter was fucking nuts.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I do agree with you there.
Yeah.
The thing that made that episode bad to me is that writing of him saying like, "Hey, kill this guy for me." That bad taste was still in my mouth at that time. But like that part is really funny when they're looking for her, and then
She's on the fucking roof. She hasn't moved in hours. She bites fucking Fuchs' cheeks off.
yeah, and then like they fight in the grocery store and shit like that and all that.
Yeah.
But it's
Yo,
it's
dude
good
had
writing,
the
though.
ill neck brace, was on the verge of death. It was like, hold on, I gotta whoop some ass real quick.
Big facts. That nigga was not. That nigga
Yo,
was not.
he
for the
murked
shit.
dude with one leg kick.
Yo, that leg kick that he hit the cop with was crazy.
That shit was
bro.
vicious.
That shit was crazy. But that show was really good. That show was really good.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it. And
I
then
wanna
even with
see
the
what they
ending
take
where
episode-
I did
episode
like
season
Barry going nuts at the end when he like find out where Fuchs was and was like, yo, I'm gonna kill everybody here.
Oh yeah, that was really good. That was
Yeah.
really good. Like direction. Because I'm assuming season 3 is just gonna be Barry hunting down Fuchs.
Yeah, that last part was shot really well. I think it was like
Really
all
well.
one take of just him just murking everybody. Fucking Esther got clapped, and then NoHo Hank put the bullet. Shout out NoHo Hank for being a slimy little skis ball.
That nigga's jokes though.
Yeah. Oh,
nigga's
yo,
super jokes.
I did feel it was kind of funny, but I felt away when like the dude that Barry trained and was like a sniper prodigy.
Smoked him.
Yeah, when he opened the door and was like, "Oh, it's you, Barry," and then he just fucking blasted him in the face.
I do get that as well. I was like, damn, you could have just told this nigga like, hey, we about to go kill everybody and you gonna come through, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't have made any sense.
It was like, yo, they trusted you, Barry. You made them who they are.
All right, keeping it going. Let's not fucking talk about a bunch of this shit. We can talk about the Gucci North Face collab, the capsule.
No.
What?
No, I just like what you titled this one. It just says niggas is lame.
Oh no, we gonna get to that. Niggas is lame as fuck. We gonna get to that. The Gucci North Face revealed their '70s inspired collection. I think we shitted on this too hard. I think this is all right.
Oh, you're walking back some hate?
Well, when we talked about it, I thought they were only gonna put out the jackets. They put out so much more than that. I mean, I think that it's the classic Gucci shit that is it's too
I
logo
do-
driven.
I do remember hating on this because it was just a monogram on the jacket.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
the
like,
monogram
oh,
on the
great.
jacket. Yeah, I think they did a lot better than what the fuck we thought they were gonna do. They did bucket hats.
Yeah, I ended
Yeah,
up
it's a bunch
seeing
of
some
shit.
pictures and I was like, yo, this is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it's kind of tight. I fuck with it. I definitely signed up for the
The mailing list.
Yeah, no, it's not the mailing list. It's like they're basically raffling off a way for you to get into it. It's not like everybody's not gonna be. It's not gonna be available to everybody to get it. But I fuck with
While
this.
you
This is
over
actually
there
pretty dope.
looking at me.
I know TSB is definitely gonna ask me to help him get some of this shit. Slide 17
sure.
is actually really creative to me when they did the the sleep blankets that they do. They
As a skirt?
converted that into a skirt.
That's hard.
That's
some
hard.
like Japanese shit. That's super
hard. That's a good collaboration when 2 and 2 come together. But the thing that I don't like about this collab, and I will continue not to like it about this collab, is the Gucci. I want to put my name as big as possible so everybody knows that it's their thing.
Yeah.
Like I understand that symbolism is a key for like capsules, but like I do not like how big you have to tell me that it's the North Face Gucci and just put it all together and just made the rainbow longer.
I'm definitely copping this crop top t-shirt.
Nigga, you in a crop top t-shirt be crazy.
Buddy is rocking that shit.
I mean, fuck it. I definitely like the what do they call that shit? It's definitely the tent, but they call it. I think it's called like the North Face dome. They made the dome a Gucci dome.
It's a yurt.
a yurt, whatever. That shit is actually pretty creative, my nigga. It's
You want to cop the North Face Gucci dome? I feel like that's something that would be in a meme where it was like, yeah, you can have food, water, and shelter, or you can have a North Face Gucci dome.
All right, we'll end this. We'll end this off with with these last three. The fucking that Bodega varsity jacket that they made was fucking like the perfect varsity jacket for me. That shit was.
You saw how it was like 12. You saw how it was like 12 racks or something.
It's $1,200.
Oh, my fault. I had an extra zero.
Yeah, but the thing was, I actually would have paid that for that. But the thing was that it was an IG raffle only, and like they would DM the winners. I didn't know how to get it because they weren't giving anybody direction on how to get it. But that jacket is a really, really well done jacket. I don't even like varsity jackets, particularly with the leather sleeves on it. But that shit is fire.
Beautiful.
It's perfect. That green is perfect. That brown is perfect. That little hint of red with the outer lining on the B.
That shit with some aging would look immaculate.
The only thing that I would take away from that jacket is that zipper in between the B and the Nike sign. I would take that would be off. That's it.
Yeah, I guess that adds to like the bomber quality aspect of it, especially with the zipper on like the sleeve. That
back detailing is fucking phenomenal, bro. Like that shit is like.
The leather patch on the back?
Yeah. I hope nobody buys this so I can get this under retail.
Sir, somebody's going to buy this.
No, I'm saying I hope people buy it with the intentions of reselling this and then don't get their money back so I can buy this shit under retail.
Why are you over there looking at me?
This nigga loving that record. Alright, let's get to the title of the niggas is lame shit. So, Tom Sachs has the Mars Yard Craft 2.5 coming out. So when I clicked on this article, it's like a wear test, right? So basically, they're taking applications for people to wear test and like give them insight on what sneaker there was. But then when you go into reading what their plans are for doing this is, so basically they're gonna send you a pair of sneakers for you to wear test. But you have to send it back. 2, you may not even be getting a new pair. You might be getting a pair that somebody had already wear tested.
Yep.
So I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this shit? Like, niggas, like, I don't know, like, I have a really bad taste in my mouth for niggas who give you, like, they ass to kiss with shit like that, where it's like, not only are you taking my creative, like, description of your sneaker to try to help it, or, like, try to make it more comfortable, or whatever you're trying to accomplish, I don't get to keep the sneaker, and you give me a used pair of sneakers? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I'm not really with this shit.
Is that I don't think they should do, the reasoning they gave behind this idea is that they want to see like how the shoes wear in years of time or like through lots of use and shit like that, and how it holds up, because they want to make a more sustainable quote unquote shoe. Why do it with like one of the hottest shoes you've put out in a decade?
My point.
With one of the rarest shits that like people pay thousands of dollars for. Why not do it with like something that like
and
the
not
regular
even that.
person buys? This is just an ill marketing scheme. That's it's kind of nasty. Because like, look, bro, if they actually cared about this idea, this shoe is already in production, so they're not going to change anything about it, right?
It's too late.
It's too late. They're just putting out wear testers so people could fucking like. It's just another marketing scheme. This has Travis Scott written all over it.
1, this is marketing. 2, you're not even letting me keep this sneaker, and if I keep the sneaker, y'all niggas gonna sue me. Like, and that's why you get the title of these niggas just lame as fuck. Like, this would never happen at Reebok with Master P and Bad
This would never happen at Master P's Reebok.
This would never happen at Reebok, nigga. Then this is what I'm saying. We need more niggas like us to be like this, because niggas is not gonna do corny shit like that. Like I heard when Nori was when Nori had Biggs and Dame on there. It was, I love when you niggas was when y'all had Rocco wear, because y'all would give every nigga a whole slew of shit, rather than like being like, oh, I like you better, so you get a little bit more shit. Like, no, nigga, like niggas is showing love to niggas, not off of they fucking popularity, but how solid of a nigga you are.
Master P would never.
BD would never. Reebok, we out here. DMX and Griselda I think it was Westside Gunn that put out a picture of DMX in the studio with them. So I'm assuming that they're gonna have some records coming out.
His barking with Westside's boom 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 might be
legendary.
It might be too much.
Legendary. I want to hear DMX verse over a gritty ass beat with Griselda, Benny Westside Gunn, and fucking Conway. I want to hear that shit. And I love that it's niggas that existing in the rap world that are like our big name and have momentum right now. Going back and putting niggas like X and stuff, like people who they grew up on, like niggas might not even, like people who are younger won't even know about. They don't probably listen to Griselda either, but you'd be surprised. And then introducing DMX to that shit too. Like DMX is like one of the most legendary niggas of all time. My first favorite rapper of all time. Like that shit's gonna be ridiculous when they put that shit out.
I think this is gonna be awesome. This is such a good like combination of stuff.
It's perfect.
Of artists,
yeah. It's perfect.
And I think the Griselda's each member is like super excited to like actually work on something like this. I think DMX would be too.
It's we'll end this off. This is season 12 finale. The only season that we have 9 episodes on. Also, the 2020 finale.
It's special, very rare. This will only be uploaded to 21 Savage's streaming platform.
Big facts. And y'all niggas better have Reeboks on when y'all listen to this shit. If Master P and BD buy that shit. If not, I don't give a fuck. Telatalk season 9 episode 12.
Hold up. You got any New Year's resolutions?
Fuck no, nigga. I hope Corona done. That's it, nigga. That's it.
Peace.
Alright, Telatalk season 12 episode 9. Say bye to 2020. Shout out to everybody who bought all the merch and shit this year. We couldn't even have the merch set up for Christmas yet.
Hey yo, but call your moms and tell her you love her.
Telatalk season 12.
Unless you don't fuck with that bitch.
Listen, nigga. Yeah, but shout out to all the fans who listen and subscribe, all that shit, and be listening on YouTube. It's been y'all friends about this shit.
It's been a good year for Telatalk. We got mad money off you bozos.
Telatalk season 12 episode 9. We out this bitch.